Hey Dragon Slayers. Today's video is about Dr. Mindy's tips on how to break a fast that's longer than 48 hours. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. Let's get started. So when it comes to breaking longer fasts, it's a little bit different than a shorter one. When you do shorter fasts, less than 48 hours, you want to lean into the therapeutic strategies that Dr. Mindy mentioned before. If you choose to do a fast that's longer than 48 hours, then you'll want to stick to the following formula. Well, why is that? 48 hours or longer without food is long enough for your digestion to slow down significantly. This means that when you reintroduce food, you want to be strategic about how you do that. The first 3-day water fast Dr. Mindy went on, she was so excited to eat food that she had a huge plate of scrambled eggs afterwards. She immediately felt sleepy, and she also felt like she had a huge lump in her stomach. And it took almost 24 hours for that feeling to go away. To avoid this reaction, Dr. Mindy came up with 4 steps to follow when you break a longer fast. These steps will ensure that you are refeeding your microbiome properly and easing back into food. Step 1, drink a cup of broth. You can choose any type of broth you want. Dr. Mindy has already talked about bone broth as a great way to support your gut. Bone broth has glycine in it and it can heal a leaky gut. If you know that you have some gut healing to do, this is a great broth to break your fast with for added gut repair. If you're a vegetarian, vegetable broth works well too. Think of this cup of broth as a warm up to food. Your digestion has been shut off for several days, so introducing solid food can be difficult. After you drink a cup of broth, wait an hour before you move on to step 2. Step 2 is to eat a probiotic rich meal with fat. After a 3-day water fast, you have a real opportunity to refeed your good gut bacteria. Probiotic foods are the best way to do that. Much like the recommendation that Dr. Mindy gave before on bone broth, you do the broth, add in some fermented yogurt or sauerkraut. Even a liquid fermented drink like kombucha works well at this point. Dr. Mindy will often have a bowl of olives, which are rich in polyphenols for added fat. Wait another hour. After this step, proceed to step 3. Steamed veggies. Now you are ready to try a little more fiber. This is the point at which you are going to gain some insight into your microbiome. If you hit this step and get bloated, you'll know that you have more gut repair to do. Be sure to add a few gut reset fasts into your fasting lifestyle, followed by breaking your fast with the 3 Ps. This step can be diagnostic for you, helping you see where to focus your health efforts next. You don't want to do raw vegetables at this point because they have too much fiber and can be hard for your digestive system to break down. Lightly steamed vegetables will be easier on your digestive tract. You can drizzle some good oils on top and sprinkle some salt over your vegetables if you want some added taste. Another good food at this time is a small sweet potato. Sweet potatoes, especially purple sweet potatoes, feed the good bacteria in your lower intestinal tract. At this step, Dr. Mindy will often add some grass fed butter and Himalayan sea salt to get good fats and minerals back in. Wait another hour before proceeding to step 4. Step 4 is ready to eat animal protein. Now your digestive system is ready for meat. If you want to build muscle, be sure to have at least 30 grams at this first meal. If you want to stay in autophagy, keep it under 20 grams. People commonly ask whether they can have a full meal at this point, and the answer is yes. The first 3 steps were to prepare you for this meal. If you eat meat too early, it can be miserable. By the time you get to this point, you are ready to integrate most foods back in. Dr. Mindy hears a lot of women that worry that they will boomerang back into poor food choices after a long fast, such as this. If you have that same fear, this 4 step process is your break fast tool. It's a slow and methodical approach to a long healing fast that will ensure that you keep the healing effects of this fast for months to come. Whatever method you choose to break your fast with, the key is to be intentional about that first food that goes into your mouth. The more you are strategic about how you break your fast, the quicker your health results will come. Now that Dr. Mindy has given you hacks for breaking your fast, let's look at some other general hacks that will level up your fasting game. That's what we're going to cover in the next video. That's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.